right. Hello, everybody. It's been a very long time since I have actually made a video and posted it on YouTube, but here I am. I actually have a lot of anxiety about making this video because there are some touchy subjects that I'm going to talk about. I feel that a pack update video is very necessary, especially considering I have changed practically everything. And I feel that it is necessary to talk about a big issue that happened. So first of all, I'm just going to jump right into it because there's really no hiding it, and this is what I'm most anxious about. We had an issue where, I don't know if you guys remember Tracker Paws. She told Air Snickety and I that she wanted to leave the pack because life was bothering her and she needed to take a break. And she said that when she came back, she wanted to be friends with us still, but she was considering maybe making her own pack. And I was like, if that's what you feel is best for you, of course I want you to focus on getting better. And, I support you. And when you come back, we can talk about you making a pack. And if that's really what you want to do, I'll help you. I'm not going to try to force you to stay if it's not what's best for you. So, it was sad. I didn't want her to leave. But she, at the time, I thought that that would be what was best. So she left. My beta, Wind, was very upset about it. And so I tried contacting Paws and I practically begged her to return because I wanted to try to save my beta, who at the time was one of my wonderful friends that I loved and trusted so much. I wanted to save her from having the heartbreak of losing her pup because Tracker Paws was Beta Wind's pup. So Paws came back. And I told her, I won't talk about this again. You can come back to the way that everything was, and it'll be fine. The very next day, she left again without saying anything to anybody. She left our Discord server, and when we tried to contact her to be like, hey, what's wrong? Are you okay? Like, what's going on? She had blocked all of us and wouldn't answer. So I was trying to help, calm the pack down because, we felt betrayed that she just left and blocked us all and wasn't talking to us. We had no idea what was going on. I felt like I got things under control, and then the very next day, Crow, who you guys might know as Opal, she became Saturn, and then Saturn died, and she was reborn as River, and then changed her name to Crow. Here she is. This is her. She left, did the same exact thing. She didn't say anything to anybody about what she was doing, why she was doing it. She left, she blocked everybody. Nobody could contact her and figure out what was going on. I was a little suspicious, but, I guess I just didn't really want to think that something bad could be happening. So again, I just tried to get over it and not really focus on it, I guess. I just wanted to make the pack strong again because I know that losing two people that we had loved very much was going to be a hard blow. Sorry, I am getting over being sick, so. The very next day after Crow left, Soul, who had been second in command of the Hunter unit, she had taken over the tracker position. I had just promoted her, and then she left. Same exact thing as the other. She didn't say anything to anybody. She just left. And for some reason, I was oddly calm about her leaving. At that point, I knew, it was way too much of the same thing. I knew something was going on. And all I did was just send her a question mark, and I was actually very surprised to see that she hadn't blocked me yet. And she said, "First, before you say anything, let me explain." So I was like, okay, explain. And she told me something that completely turned my world, at least on Animal Jam, upside down. She told me that her, Crow, Paws, and Wind, yes, my beta Wind, all planned to leave and make their own pack. And Wind was going to be Alpha, Paws was going to be the Air, Crow, I can't remember what Crow was going to be, and then Soul was going to be Beta, and I absolutely lost it. Wind had put on a very good show through all of this. You know, she was planning all of this, of course. She acted very well, and with all of, with Paws and Crow leaving, Wind, I honestly thought she was upset, and while I was upset, I put my emotions to the side because I was trying to help her, because I truly thought that her world was falling apart more than mine was. And it turns out she played me like a fool. And, she and the others had become power hungry. And it wasn't any good. So, long story short, Wind was banned. I told them to add me to the group chat where they planned everything. They added me, and I was absolutely disgusted by what I had seen. And not because of the betrayal, but because of the mean things that were said and how they were acting like bullies. And they were making fun of people. They were being mean. It was just... I can't even describe it, but I'm not going to get into details because it hurt me a lot. And I saw a lot of people in that chat that maybe weren't really part of the plans, but they knew about it and they didn't tell me, including my other beta, Arrow. I was hurt, like beyond hurt, because to me, this isn't, like, I don't get on Animal Jam because I love Animal Jam and I think Animal Jam is a fantastic game. Honestly, I can get pretty bored with it. I am older. I don't get on Animal Jam just because I'm like, oh my god, this is something so fun that I can do. I get on it for the people. And the people that I loved and that I thought loved me back, were basically talking crap about me. That night, oh my gosh, I had a coughing fit. I was extremely heartbroken. I was a mess. I didn't know how to deal with it. And because I don't get on Animal Jam for Animal Jam, I thought that the whole reason that I was here was completely falling apart. And I did something that I shouldn't have, and I 100% abandoned the pack and left them to deal with everything on their own. And I flat out said, I need to go. And I was 100% planning on disbanding the pack. Like, everybody knew that. I wasn't hiding it. I wanted the pack to be over with because I was so sick and tired of people betraying me. I was tired of the drama. I was tired of people messing with my heart, my trust, and my emotions. I was 100% done with it. And again, it's not just because of the role play. It's because of personal things too. I talked to some of these people about very true and personal things that have been affecting me in life because I thought that I could talk to them, and then it turned out they were talking about it together behind my back, and they still wanted to talk crap about me, and it 100% broke me, and I'm not going to pretend that it didn't. And here I go. Um, so I left the pack to be by itself while I 100% fell apart. I remember I was up till 7 o'clock in the morning that night, and I had to get up at 9:30 and quickly run out the door so that I could go to work at 10. And I was a wreck. The only reason the pack is still here right now is because when I got on, after, completely abandoning the pack for basically a whole day, I saw something that really surprised me. The pack that I expected to crumble without me trying to keep it together didn't crumble. They did the exact opposite. The leaders that were left that had stayed loyal, they stepped up and they were trying to, make the pack positive. And, some of them told me, the only thing I could think to do was just try to joke around and make people laugh. So that's what they did. They were trying to make people laugh, and they were trying to not focus on it. And everybody was stepping up. Patrols were still going out. We have set patrols that are supposed to happen every single day. And these patrols were still going out. They had these reports up, and they were letting me know that these reports were up. And we have an appreciation chat. And everybody was messaging me on the appreciation chat saying, look, we love you. You take all the time you need to heal, but we want to be here. And they were supporting me. I have always been the one that supports everybody else. And I never wanted to share what was going on with me, the issues that I deal with, because I feel like I'm supposed to be the strong one. I'm the older one. I'm leading this pack. I feel like I should be the one helping everybody else. But I left them. I abandoned them, and they were there for me. And I feel as though I didn't really deserve that. But they are fantastic people that I feel I just don't deserve. And that's why the pack is still here, because I saw these people and how much they wanted this pack to continue. Because, that kind of leads into my next topic of, this isn't just a role play. A lot of people, have tried to shove it down my throat when they get mad at me, where they're like, this is just a role play. This is just a game. I don't understand why you get so upset when people betray you, and why you can't just act like it never happened and stuff like that. Well, that's because to me and to a lot of the members, this isn't a game. This isn't just a role play, and we don't get on here just because we like pretending to be a wolf in a wolf pack. We get on here because we love the people that are here. We want to come on and be with this family that we have made. I'm not one of those people that believes family has to be blood. I think that you can have family anywhere. And I definitely think that online relationships are becoming more of a thing, because people are on their phones and on the internet all the time. And these guys that I have met, I truly, deeply love them. So when people tell me that, I'm an adult, I should grow up and get off the game. Okay. I don't really want to be on Animal Jam. The only reason I am here is because I like helping people. And I can't tell you how many people have come to me because they have a big issue going on. I've had people tell me, I really wish that I could just run to your den in real life like I do on Animal Jam and just escape what's going on. Some of these people in this pack, they deal with abuse, both physical and mental. Some of them have, mental disorders that they can't handle. Some of them are being bullied. Some of them, have bad relationships with their friends, their parents, their siblings, whoever. Some people have been suicidal. And they come running to this pack because for them, they don't have anybody that they feel they can turn to in real life. So they come to me, and they come to this pack for comfort, for safety. and just have somebody to talk to, someone to tell them, look, you're not crazy. We're here for you, and, we don't want you to hurt yourself. I can't tell you how many times I have tried to help people from hurting themselves, from cutting themselves, offering them alternative things that they can do that are less harmful. And, just trying to save people. You don't have to worry about me growing up and being an adult. I'm doing perfectly fine in my life. I work at a job where I'm a manager. I go to college. I have an internship that has just recently offered me a professional job. And, I'm doing pretty okay in my life. I mean, yeah, I have a lot of struggles. I have a pretty crappy home life. My parents suck. But, it's back to my point. This is not just a role play. And that is why I get so frustrated with, let's say, like people like rogues, the rogues that we deal with. All of these, like, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of them, like, Cola, people like that. They want to take this pack down. Even they tell me, it's just a role play. Okay, well, if it's just a role play, why are you so concerned about trying to take us down? All we want is for you to leave us alone so that we can go about our daily lives. Again, this pack, a majority of the people in it aren't here because we like to role play as a pack. We're here because this is a family for us. And some of you people out there are wanting to try to destroy that. We're not okay with that. Oh, I keep having coughing fits. And I'm getting off track. I keep rambling. But this isn't just a role play. Like, this pack is full of real people that have real life issues, and we come online to talk about it because we feel like we don't have anywhere else to turn. And me, yes, being the adult, I want to be here to try to help them get through it. That's what I feel like my purpose on here is. And no, this doesn't run my life. I have a life outside of this pack. But I do care about these people. And I'm not going to sit there and lie about it. And if you want to judge me because I love these people, like truly love these people, then you can. Again, I'm an adult. You're not going to hurt my feelings by saying these things. It does frustrate me, though, that you think that I only get on here for Animal Jam. Because I don't. If you want to judge me because I get on here to help people and love on people, then maybe you just need to check your heart. But don't judge me on the wrong things. Okay? So, end of that. The last topic with this whole drama thing is I truly want to say this to the ones that did betray us, to Soul, to Pause, Wind, Crow, and everybody. Pause, I know that you're Omega in the pack. Wind, I know that you and I have been talking. Soul, I know that you're coming back. Crow, I have no idea what you're doing. But, I feel like you guys need to hear this out of my mouth. I truly do forgive you. You broke my heart. You truly did hurt me with the things that I read that you said about me, that you said about others. And it still hurts. I'm not going to lie. I try so hard not to think about the words that were said, especially this one line that keeps going through my mind when someone in that chat, I don't even want to try to remember who it was because I don't want to have to hold that against them. But someone said, I can't wait to see how Shadow reacts when she loses her beta. Because you guys know that I loved Wind so much. And you knew that I would lose it. And possibly quit. People actually thought I was going to, and I was planning on it until I saw how strong the pack was. But even though it still hurts me, and I will never fully understand why this happened, I do forgive you. And I'm going to try to let this go. when soul pulls, I feel like you guys and I are, working on it. We're working on being okay. Crow, I have no idea where you are. I don't know what you're doing. I don't even know if you're ever going to see this video. But I truly, truly wish the best for you, and I hope that you get the help that you need, because I know that you're really struggling in life. I'm sorry that you don't like talking to people. You didn't want to talk to me about it, and you kind of hold that over me. I know that you're full of this jealousy, anger, and bitterness right now, but I also know that you're sad, and I also know that you're lonely. And I'm just telling you right now, you don't have to be. That is your choice. So, oh God, that was hard. And that's where all of my anxiety was with having this video. Moving on from that. Let's go on to pack updates. The pack has been really struggling, like I talked about. We had this issue with the rogues. It had us all on edge. We were fighting practically every single day with these mad people, these crazy people that just wouldn't leave us alone. And it really, had all of our nerves shot. And then on top of it, right after we were done dealing with that, we had this big betrayal. So the pack wasn't doing too hot. And yes, it was surviving. It was a lot stronger than what I thought. But some things needed to change. We had 5 units that were all struggling. So I got to thinking for a little while, a couple days, and I was trying to think, what can I do to help make things better? And I just kept thinking about how, we don't have a lot of warriors or hunters separately, but if we were to combine them, we would have a lot. So I combined the hunter and warrior units and turned them into the sentinel unit. And then our healing unit and our nursery wolf unit have been struggling severely as well. So I combined those 2 units into the physician's unit. And then I renamed the guard unit to the gamma unit. That's GAMMA. And, oh gosh, let's see. Oh, the previous sentinel position, which is our 3rd in command. When I originally made this role, I wanted to call it Delta. At the time, you could not say Delta on Animal Jam, but I think, ever since Animal Jam launched this, pack crest stuff, they wanted to add more wolf terms, so that's why I'm able to say Gamma and Delta now. So, yeah. So, Sentinel is now called Delta. If any rogues are out there and you're like, oh, you're stealing our role. You stole literally every single one of my roles. And then one of my pack members that was spying on you actually came up with the Delta role. So, anyway. So now we have alphas, betas, deltas. Then we still have all 5 unit leaders. I didn't want to, take away any of the previous positions that I had. So the captain is in charge of the gammas. The general and tracker are in charge of the sentinels. And the queen and shaman are in charge of the physicians. Now the physicians unit is probably the most complicated because I still wanted the nursery wolf, the old nursery wolves and healers, to keep kind of their sort of separate duties, but help each other out more. So we have herbal physicians, which are the old healers, and we have the care physicians, which are the old nursery wolves. The herbal physicians focus more on, memorizing every single herb and knowing how to fix any, injury, disease, stuff like that. And they talk with the ancestors. The care physicians, they know, basic herbs, and, they really help. They are the caretakers of the pack. They will help the healers tend to the wounded and the sick. They help nursing mothers, they watch pups, and they will also learn quite a bit of battle training so that they can help protect the weak and the innocent in the pack. So that's the physician's unit. So yeah. Another thing that changed are the markings. Alpha is still the same. Clearly, I'm still wearing the temple markings. Air now wears swirls. If I could tap on it, that would be nice. So this is the new air markings. Betas now wear stars. Deltas wear moons. Physicians wear leaves. Gammas wear lightning. And sentinels wear flames. And then I think this is Omega. And I think one of these two is Mudmark. Can't remember which one at the moment. But yeah, so that's basically the update. I combined 4 of the units to make them into 2, so now we only have 3 units. And honestly, the pack is stronger than it ever has been. You know, despite everything that's happened, I feel that it was necessary because we got a lot of the negativity out of the pack. Like, there isn't really a lot of negativity going on anymore. People are happier, you know, we're having fun. This has been pack bonding week. And we've been doing a lot of fun activities and stuff. And, you know, we're just happy. So, you know, while we're hurting, I just try to remind myself, you know, things happen for a reason. And we are absolutely thriving. So, that's been the update. Thank you guys for watching. I am extremely sorry for my emotional bits. And I am being spammed with pictures right now. Oh my goodness. But I plan on being more active on YouTube. Also on Instagram, you can find the Pack of Whispering Nights. All you have to search is literally the Pack of Whispering Nights on Instagram, and you'll find the pack Insta. Or if you want to find me, you can look up, I think it's Shadow and Spotty are one, or Spotty and Shadow are one. One of those two is my game account. So you can follow that. And, you know, I do live chats sometimes on Instagram. I kind of alternate between mine and the pack account. We post updates on there, you know, informational things, fun stuff that we do. So check that out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.